Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to show you a really quick and easy holiday look that you can rock to all the parties that you're going to. If you want to know how to get this look, then roll to the next clip. Alright, so first I have a really clean face and I've applied a little bit of the Glossier Priming Moisturizer, and that was maybe about an hour ago. So now I'm going to start with a primer because primer is really important for your skin, especially if you're going to do a little bit of a heavier face or something that you just want to last all day long. So we're starting with the Ordinary primer. So I'm going in with the Ordinary High Adherence Silicone Primer. This is a really nice primer actually. And it only retails for about $7 if you can find it. I think they just went into the States. So use a little bit, looks like that. And I really focus it just in the center and places where you really want your makeup to stay all day. My makeup tends to just wipe off my chin a lot. Can be really annoying. And I have a little bit of chapstick on already, the GlossierBalm.com, just because we're going to be using a matte lipstick later and that stuff's pretty drying. If you've ever used a matte lipstick, you can find that your lips just really need a drink later, so prepping them is really great to start. This primer feels really good. It doesn't feel sticky. I just feel like I moisturized almost. It doesn't feel heavy or anything. I'm going in next with the Maybelline Hydrate and Smooth Foundation. This is a great foundation for all day wear. I find that it stays on all day and lasts a really long time, and my other products just blend really well with this foundation. It's really great for a drugstore product. So I just pop that pretty much in the center and then I work my way out. That's kind of the way to do it, and I'm using the viewfinder. Do my makeup, it's just silly. I have a mirror. So now that I look like I am going to war, which I am with my beauty blender, because it kind of punches you in the face. But yeah, I'm just gonna blend. I don't put too much foundation under my eyes because that's why we have concealer, and if you do that, your makeup just tends to get really cakey. So I'm just gonna add a little bit more where I think I need it. Everywhere. So now that my foundation's done, I'm going to go in with a little bit of spot concealing. I am using the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, and I'm in the shade Light 2 Vanilla. And I use this for spot concealing. I don't use it much for under my eye anymore just because I find it's a little bit thick and I have quite dry under eyes, so it just creases a lot for me. Even if you quote-unquote bake your under eye, I just find that, I don't know, it just creases. It doesn't look amazing. So I have a couple little guys that I want to cover. A little bit of redness. I have a chicken pox scar on the end of my nose. I don't know if anyone that I know that watches my videos has ever wondered what that is, but that's what that is. Chickenpox. Pretty much all of us have had those. And then, just because I don't really have like bad spots or anything to cover, I'm just going to use my beauty blender. And then I'm going to use the Kat Von D Lock-It Concealer. I like this for under my eyes because it's a little bit creamier and it's not really drying. And I use my finger to put this on because I find that it just, heat of your finger really molds the product into your skin. And it becomes a part of you rather than sitting on top of your skin and looking like you're wearing a lot of makeup. Which is what we want to avoid, especially with this look. You just want to look flawless, you know, holiday party, especially if you're trying to catch someone's attention. So I'm going to go in with my Laura Mercier and just pop a little bit in the cap. I just take a little bit like that, fold it around, lots of excess. And I'm just gonna lock all that work in. Just a light dusting of powder. You don't want to look cakey, especially because it is winter. Our skin tends to be a little dry, especially if you live in Canada. Oh boy, is my skin ever in pain already. I'm going to take a little bit more powder on my beauty blender and just pop that in the chin area, just because my makeup tends to move there and I really don't know why. But it drives me insane. And then in your T-zone a little bit, just this area. It also helps with any creasing. I get a lot of creasing on my head. I just have like a really expressive face, I guess. I do this a lot. So it tends to crease. So I like to pack in a little powder. It helps with that. And then I'm going to take a little bit and I only powder just in this area. I don't powder here because I tend to like smile and squint a lot, so my makeup creases a little bit. And it's not cute. Really just want it in here. This is where my makeup tends to move anyway. Alright, so I think my base is good. Can blend that out. So next I'm going to go in with my Shade and Light palette from Kat Von D. I recently picked this up. I actually found it at Winners. So like maybe one of the formulas is off or something, and that's why it went to Winners. I'm not really sure what it is that makes products like this go to Winners or Marshalls. Not mad at it. But yeah, I mean the formula is probably slightly different, or one of the shades was like a little bit different than what's in store, but I mean it's pretty much the same. They also were selling the brushes at Marshalls for the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and it came in this hilarious case. The brush is great quality. And then I'm going to I use usually a mix of the middle shade and the cooler shade. I will never be this color. It's just a given. And then I'm going to use the contour side and go between the two. Tap a little bit. Find your cheekbone. In there somewhere. I don't really have very pronounced cheekbones, but go find them. And then just blend it out. I'm just using a little bit of the lighter highlighted color, the middle one. It's a little bit yellowy, just to go on top to brighten up back to the contour. I have this really strange pigmentation on my face. I don't know if you can see it. You can kind of see it right there. Sometimes when I add bronzer or blush, it just doesn't pick up there. It's really bizarre, but yeah, sometimes it just doesn't want to sit there. And then I have a pretty big forehead, so not like big, but big enough that I add a little bit of the darker contour at the top. If you have a tiny forehead, you don't have to contour or add bronzer there or whatever. This is really going to shrink the size of your head. If you don't need to, don't add it there. You know? And then again, I'm just taking the lighter color, adding it on top here. Just to brighten that part of your face. Contour color, and just go a little bit on the side of my nose. This brush is pretty small, so you can do it with the brush. To be honest, warming your face up is like a Canadian's best friend, because we have to fake our tan for about 6 months. Next I'm going to go in with ColourPop's Brow Boss pencil. I've shown this before, and this is one of my favorite pencils of the moment. The product just blends really nicely. It goes on really, really smooth. So I'm just going to do my brows off camera and then come back. Alright, now that my brows are done, and this is about as good as they're gonna get, I'm just gonna set them with a little bit of the Glossier boy brow in, yep, just brown. And for this look, I really want to have a bold brow and a bold lip and just like eyelashes. I just really want to highlight your natural features, you know what I mean? Just make them a little bit more dramatic than they already are, but keeping everything natural. Next, I'm going to add just a little bit of blush to my cheeks, and I want it to be matte. So I'm using the Kat Von D Shade and Light in Mickey and Mallory. It's going to swirl around. Pop a little bit on there. And then I always put a little bit on my nose. I naturally have a flush nose, but I just want to look really natural. I know it's weird to put blush all over your face, but... So I'm going in with my I Think I Love You palette. I think these palettes are on like a mega sale too right now. I think they're only 12 something, so like 15 something Canadian. So I'm going to go back in with that color that I really like called My Treat as a really nice base color. It just has a slight shimmer to it, so it works really well. And then I'm just using a shader brush from ColourPop. Just a flat shader brush. Next, I'm going to go in with the Physicians Formula eyeliner. I just mentioned this in my November favorites. This is a great product. It's a really good dupe for the Kat Von D eyeliner, tattoo liner. It's very similar with the tip being very thin and easy to kind of maneuver. So I may or may not do a wing. I think I'm going to decide once I've popped eyelashes on, but for now I'm just going to kind of line the top of my eye just to kind of put a base down for my eyelashes that I'm going to apply in a second. So I have a little bit of Ardell's Lash Grip glue. I bought these lashes from Lash, the brand, and they are from Winners. They're called Wispy. So I'm just gonna apply my falsies off camera, and I will be right back. So I just popped some falsies on, and they pretty much look like I'm not really wearing lashes, which is a good thing for me because I don't really like to look like I'm too overdone. So I'm just going to put on a little bit of mascara to lift them up a little bit. I always find that falsies look a little flat when you put them on. Actually, before I pop on mascara, I'm going to go over the eyeliner a little bit more. I'm just going to add a little bit more over top of the band just to blend it in with my eyeliner already. And I'm going to add a little bit of a wing just to the end. You can hardly see it, just to carry the lashes a little bit, just because we want your eyes to look really like open and pretty. Now I'm going to add a little bit of mascara just to blend my natural eyelashes in with the falsies. I'm using Revlon's Bold Lacquer mascara, and I love this mascara. This is great. I've been using this mascara for years on and off. The only thing is my boyfriend says that it smells weird, so I don't wear it as often now, only if I'm not going to hang out with him, which is today, so I'm going to use it. I know Audrey Hepburn said don't. I think it was Audrey Hepburn. Said you shouldn't apply mascara to your bottom lashes, but if I don't, I just look tired. And I think the look just looks naked if you don't have bottom lashes. Now that my eyes are done, I'm going to highlight my face a little bit. So I like to use this highlighter from ColourPop. It is called Lunch Money. I'm going to highlight a little bit in my eye area just to make my eyes pop a little bit more, and then maybe a little bit down the bridge of my nose. I'm going to use a really small concealer brush to add highlighter to my eyebrow bone and the inner corner. So I'm going to show you how I highlight my brow bone. Just highlight right in here. Yeah, I just like to put a little bit of highlighter right. And you can't really see the highlighter, but it does just make your eyebrow pop. So it makes the bridge just clean and it makes your eye open up just a little bit, and then I'm just going to add a little bit in the inner corners. I like to drag my highlighter when I'm doing it in the inner corner just a little bit out to like where your pupil is, just under the lashes, because I find that it just makes my eyes look a little bit more awake. And then I'm just going to take a little bit of that ColourPop highlighter on my ring finger and I'm going to drag it down my nose. So for lips, I'm going in with Annabelle's lip liner in the color Cherry, and I will swatch it. And I'm going to line my lips. I find when I'm using a liquid matte lipstick, I need to line my lips because it is really difficult to get a clean line. And if you want to overdraw your lips, this is the time to do it. Don't, I wouldn't try and do it with the applicator on the matte lipstick because it'll end up feathering out and bleeding into your skin a little bit. And that's not cute. That's probably not the look that you're going for. So I like to create this little cupid's bow area and then go from the bottom to the top. Annabelle one is pretty good. I've always used Annabelle ones when I'm using drugstore products. So I just find they're really creamy and friendly, user friendly. Now, my lips are pretty strange up here. This one doesn't go as high as this guy, so I kind of overdraw just a little bit. And I try to match them the best that I can. So I'm going in with CoverGirl's Liquid Outlast All Day Lip. There's no color for this, it's just called 507. I have a really old one, but they still make it. And this has been my favorite formula of matte lipsticks because this doesn't move. It doesn't do anything. It just stays there all day. It's really hard to get off. Like, you are definitely scrubbing your lips off and you look like you made out for like hours. But even to kiss with this, like, it's not going to come off until you scrub it with, like, I use a baby oil or a micellar water after to get this off. I'm going to go in with a CoverGirl Liquid Outlast, and it has this little teeny tiny doe foot. I'm going to pop that on. Look at how hybrid. Crazy. So red. And look how fast it dries. It didn't even really transfer. Nothing. No transfer. But like, there's nothing there. There's nothing on my finger at all. You can see my spit. That's about it. This is a really great color. It's like the perfect Christmas red. Alright guys, this is the finished look. I hope that you enjoyed this makeup tutorial, and I hope that it can help you inspire your looks for the holiday season. I know that I'll probably be rocking this quite a bit as I have a few events to go to for the holidays with family and friends. I wish you all a happy and healthy holiday season, and thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button below, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!